Welcome back to Last Night on Earth. We have our heroes trying to defend the Manor house. And I got one kind of oversight correction I want to do right now. A couple episodes ago, I keep talking about the fence post, and I keep not using the combat bonus, which clearly states right down here, of course I'm blind and old, so I didn't see it. It says the hero rolls an extra fight dice. And I haven't been doing that. There was a fight 2 turns ago where Sally was poking at the zombie through the building, rolled a 6 and a 4, beat the zombie, didn't get doubles. Let's go to the dice tray. If we roll a 6 or a 4, we're going to eliminate that zombie that's right here. And that will mean that Jake will get his emergency flare back, because then he wouldn't have had to try to use it on a zombie that wasn't there. Let's get to the dice tray and see what happens. Alright, we're looking for a 6 or a 4, and we get a 1, so it did not happen. Alright. Back to the main board. Actually, we don't need to go back to the main board. We just need to go right here because now it's the zombie's turn. The first thing we do, of course, on the zombie's turn is we move the sun tracker. Alright, sun tracker time. We have 10 turns to keep the house clear of 9 zombies. At the end of the hero's turn, that's my house rule. The actual scenario says at any time, immediately, as soon as there are 9 zombies in the manor house, you lose the game. I don't like to play it that way. I like to play it, give the heroes a fighting chance. And they just squeaked it a couple episodes ago where Rochelle took out just enough zombies to get them down to 8 in the manor house with her hand axe. Pretty epic stuff. Alright, next up we have draw new zombie cards. The zombie player has 1 card which they are discarding because it is of no use to them. Which means they're going to be drawing 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to see what they are unless they are play immediately. And they do have a play immediately. But, I have to get my glasses and I have to change my battery. So we're going to take a look at that play immediately in a second. Alright, we're going to do the play immediately card. And it says Blood in the Forces from the expansion, Timber Peak. All zombies in outdoor spaces roll an extra fight die, or dice. Play immediately, and this remains in play. I'm going to leave that, I guess, out on the board here. We have a taken over remains in play. We now have an all zombies in outdoor spaces. Roll an extra fight die. That's not good. Yamato is going to immediately try and invoke his special power, which is once per turn you can discard the top 3 cards of the hero deck to choose a zombie card. Cancel it on a roll of a 5 or 6. So we're going to discard the top 3 cards, 1, 2, 3 off the giant hero deck. And we get the Rosary, Escape Through the Windows, and let's rock. Alright, well, we won't go through all the details. That's discarded. Let's get to the dice tray. If we can roll 5 or 6, we can get rid of that card, which is pretty nasty. Alright, it's roll a die time. We need a 5. We need a 6. Come on, Yamato. Do your stuff. And he gets a 5, which means we cancel that card. So zombies in outdoor spaces no longer have that ability. Too bad. Nice try, zombie player. Alright. What's up next with zombie player? Well, we'd roll to spawn new zombies. We do have 3 possible zombies that can come on the board, so let's see how many will be coming on. And that's 4, so that's all of them. I'm just going to leave the 4 down here because when we spawn new zombies, and I'm going to put it on this side because these are the ones that are in the pool. I think if any more get killed, they don't spawn. But we'll see what happens. Because next, we're up to moving the zombies. So let's get moving them. Alright, well this one is shambling right through the building into Sally's face and space. Doesn't want her searching. And she doesn't have any great close range weapons. All she has is a fence post, which she has to use from adjacent zombies, not the ones in her space. Alright, we have a bunch of other zombies to move. Let's get to it. Well, we get 2 in the conga line. This one's going to get in the face of Rochelle out here in the open. I'm glad we got rid of that card. That one's going to move 1 up. We have 2, 4, 6. We have 7 more to move. Let's move them. Alright, so some are shambling around the manor house. This one's going to be closing into the manor house. This one's going to... it's going to stay there. This one is going to stay where it is. This one will move into the doorway here. This one will move across here. And this one will move across here. And this one will just shamble about in place. Alright, that's it for zombie movement. And now it is time to fight heroes. So let's get to the fighting. We're going to start off, I think, with Sally. Well, unfortunately, Sally has tried a couple of times to take this guy out with her fence post, and it has not worked. So we're going to have a fight here, and let's see if the zombie player wants to do anything. And yeah, indeed, the zombie player will play a card. And It's right here. Play at the start of a fight. And it's called Pulled Away. Before fight dice are rolled, to choose an item the hero has except a scenario search item, and roll a d6 on a 4+, discard that item. They are going to try to pull away her fence post, get rid of it. So let's go ahead and roll up a 5 or 6 for the zombie player, and we'll get rid of that fence post. Sorry, that was a 4, 5, or 6. The zombie player rolls a 4! Oh no! So the fence post has packed it in. I guess it's finally broken after multiple uses. And now it is fight time. Zombie player is rolling 1 die, and Sally is rolling 2. So straight up bare knuckle fight, hair pulling, scratching, kicking. Let's see what happens. Remember, zombies win on ties. And okay. Well, Sally fends off the zombie. She rolled 4 and 3. Zombie rolls a 3. It's too bad Sally couldn't have rolled double 4s to actually kill it, but that's not happening. Well, that fight ended in a stalemate. Let's take a look and see where the other one's happening. And we have one more zombie fight here with Rochelle. And she, of course, has the unbreakable hand axe, rolling 2 extra fight dice. My goodness. And she also has this, which is play on any hero until the start of the turn. Well, this remains in play because she's a law. She has law enforcement as a keyword. She gets +1 to any roll, +1 die, extra fight dice. So that's really cool. So if she wants to conserve her hand axe, she can roll 3 dice, zombie 1 die, or she can roll 5 dice, zombie 1 die. I don't know. She's going to go ahead and hand axe this thing. So she's going to be rolling 5 dice. Is the zombie player going to play one of their cards? No, they're not. So it's going to be 5 dice versus 1. Let's get the dice tray, roll it up. Come on, Rochelle. 5 dice with her hand axe. Zombie's going to be rolling 1 die. Come on, doubles higher than the zombie player. And oh my goodness, Rochelle is going to take a damage because the zombie rolled a 5. Zombies win on ties. She's rolled all kinds of good stuff, but she didn't get a 6, and she had doubles and everything. But she's going to take a wound, and does the hand axe break on a 1 or 2? Oh, good. The hand axe is still intact. But Rochelle is going to take another wound. This is bad news. And the reason it's bad news is because Rochelle is sitting here with 2 wounds. She takes 1 more wound, and you can read that word there, dead. Oh, and she gets, hang on, she gets to ignore a wound. On a roll of 6+, I almost forgot. Let's get back to the dice tray, because if she rolls a 6, she won't take that wound. Come on, Rochelle, roll a 6! Oh, no! So she will take the wound. Alright, it was a nice try, but she does take a wound. Now remember, Sally has a first aid kit, and I think we better get Sally and Rochelle together somehow if we can. And that's the end of the zombies actually doing their stuff. If we look at the card, fighting heroes, place newly spawned zombies. So they get to place those 3 new zombies on the board. Alright, somewhat of a long shot here so we can get all the zombie placements in. One is going to show up down on the conga line down here. Another one is going to show up here. And the third one will show up in the refinery. Boom! 3 zombies. And the zombies have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 zombies inside of the manor house. Alright, it's time for the heroes to take their turn. I think we're going to start with Rochelle. She's in a bit of trouble here. She's got 2 wounds. That is really bad news. So let's go ahead and roll for her movement. I think we really want to get Rochelle and Sally together, so let's hope we get a good movement roll, and we get a 4. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's get her moving out on the board. Alright, Rochelle's going to try and make her way over to Sally, so I stay away from some of the zombies, of course. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here outside the office trailer. Okay, then we may as well have Sally go next, so that's the end of Rochelle's turn. And yeah, we're going to have Sally go next. She's sitting in here with a zombie. She probably doesn't want to be there. She wants to get over to where Rochelle is, so she would need a 1, 2, 3 at least. Let's get the dice tray and get her rolling her movements. Alright, Sally, move it! She, oh, God! She gets a 1. A 1! Oh my good lord, that is absolute garbage. Yeah, let's get her moving, I guess. Well, that was horrible. She's stumbling and fumbling. She tries to move one space out of here just to get away from the zombie, get a little closer to Rochelle. And the zombie player says, not so fast. That door is locked. It got jarred or jammed. She was poking with the fence post, lost that, and now the door is blocked. Maybe the fence post got stuck in the door. I don't know. Something's happened. Play this card, my hero tries to move through a door. The door is locked. The hero's move ends in the space before the door. Wow. Sally is stuck in the building with a zombie trying to chomp on her. And that's not good. That's not good at all, because now we have her move actions ended, exchange items, well, shoot a ranged weapon, doesn't have one. And it's now time to fight zombies. Well, she has to fight this zombie. She has no weapons. It's going to be bare hand, kicking, scratching again. And it's going to be 2 dice for Sally, 1 die for the zombie player. So let's get to the dice tray. Well, maybe the zombies are going to win by just annihilating all of our heroes. And I don't replenish the heroes in this scenario either. If they die, they're out of the game, and the other ones have to pick up the slack. The zombie player's not playing any other cards, so let's go ahead and... Oh boy, Sally is fighting for her life. The zombie player rolled a 1. Sally 4 and 1. Sally does not take a wound. Wow, she's pretty slippery inside the building, and the zombie just can't get to her. And she's trying to get out the door and can't get out the door. God, nasty. All right. Goodness. All right, up next, let's have... Maybe we're going to have Jake go. And Jake is up here. He made it into the lumber yard, and he's got his big wood axe, his big logging axe. But he's going to do a search, and he's resourceful. When drawing a hero card, you may draw an extra card and choose which one to keep. I have forgotten to do that. I keep forgetting to do some of these special things. Let's get to the dice tray anyway, see how far he can move, if he wants to move. Alright, let's see if he wants to move. And he rolls a 6. Wow, he can motor. Now, he could get over to the spot where Sally is and maybe use his logging axe on the zombie to get rid of it so they can search next time. I wonder if that's what he wants to do, or does he want to search? Oh boy, I'm going to let the die decide. So he's got 1, 2, 3, he's going to search. 4, 5, 6, he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, so he's going to search. He's going to do a search. Alright, so Jake can kind of see out the doorway, through the other doorway, and he sees a whole bunch of kerfuffle going on, but he's like, you know what, we need stuff! So he gets to draw 2 hero cards as his special ability, and keep one of them. Circular saw, or a lighter. The lighter gets chucked. Now he has a circular saw. Any zombie the hero beats in a fight by 2 or more is killed, even if no doubles were rolled. Oh my goodness! And this thing just never goes away. Oh my goodness. Jake now has a circular saw. That is awesome. Well, we only have 1 player left for this episode, and that's Dr. Yamato. So let's take a look and see where he is and what he may be up to. Well, Yamato's down here in the high school, and he's got the hunting knife and a baseball bat. You can only have 2 weapons at any one time. Let's roll for his movement and see if he can move anyway. Alright, rolling for his movement, and he gets a 2. A 2. Well, with a 2, I think he's not going to bother moving with a 2. That's horrible. And he will just do a search then. Yeah, rolling a 2, he's not really going to get anywhere. He'll probably have better odds getting a search item. And he finds Deputy Taylor. Immediately cancel any fight involving a law enforcement or strange hero. Oh, that's Rochelle. That's cool. Yeah. So let's see. For law enforcement, we have Rochelle Strange. Strange. I think is Sally Strange or not? Sally is Strange. And so is Cartwright. Well, that's not a surprise. Or choose up to 3 hero cards from the discard pile and shuffle them back in the deck. I don't think we want to bother doing that anymore. That's going to be a communal card for everybody to use. That's going to be the end of our turn, end of our episode for today. And damn it, we lost the fence post, but Cartwright found well, of course he found a circular saw in the lumberyard. Let's zoom out and wrap up our episode for today. Alright, so let's go to wrap up our episode for today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 zombies inside the manor house. We've got 3 more trying to make their way here, a couple more over there, 1 way up in the refinery. And we have recapping. We'll take a quick look at our heroes too and see what's going on with them. And yeah, so this is how it sits right now. We got Sally with a zombie in her face. She doesn't take any wounds though. She somehow managed to fend it off every time, but she lost her fence post. Jake Cartwright's found a circular saw. Rochelle's out here heavily wounded. And we got Yamato still hanging around the high school. All right, we're going to take a quick close-up look at all of our characters to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, this is a very high-level view, but we have teen angst on Sally, which means she rolls one less fight die when she's in a space with another hero. She has a first aid kit, which is going to be able to heal everybody. Of course, she's got no wounds. We've got Yamato here. He's got his baseball bat, his hunting knife, no wounds. He's still doing pretty good. Jake Cartwright's got a wound on him, circular saw and a logging axe. Awesome stuff. And we have Rochelle here. She's got her law enforcement, which is really cool, giving her an extra fight die. She's had this hand axe that will never break, a flashlight, but she's got 2 wounds on her, and that's pretty bad. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Last Night on Earth. We're trying to defend the Manor House. We've got, I think, 9 more turns to do it. So far, so good, but we got to heal and keep alive, or we're going to have a real problem doing that. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time for Last Night on Earth, Defend the Manor House.